Are we live now? How would we know? Oh. I've never done it like this. Do you see any chat?
It was on the other one.
What's that?
We are live. We're just on another.
Is that, are you in it? I
Yep.
can't see. No, look.
Yep. Rotate that way a little bit. And get us both in.
Oh, I don't want to see my everything. Keep it closer. Is anybody saying anything?
Not yet. Okay.
Come on, why won't it bend down? Figures I got it the wrong way. You gotta have it like this. No, that is the control. They're laughing at us if they're watching this.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
I don't want my belly in it. Especially when I'm sitting down that low.
Oh, you're not quite. Hey everybody!
Now I can't see.
Yep. I'll rotate around a little bit.
How come there's no chat?
There is here. Oh, you press the chat button at the bottom. And Leah and Gunther, she's just chatting.
What am I looking for?
All right, so we got, let's see. Got Evelyn Newman, Adventure Awaits, Leah and Gunther, Johnny's Lathe Crafts, Old Man King Homestead, MT Homestead. Thank you guys for stretching it out a little bit for us. Mr. Jeff Killian, who I believe will be here in the area tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Rebecca Touched by Yarn, James Hall, and Kevin hiking with Jackie Boy. All right. Are you in here, buddy?
Okay. We're messed up.
Well,
I'm
we were
messed
that way.
up. I can't get the chat on my phone. Oh, there it is.
There you go. You want to swing around a little bit?
Yeah, but see, they're looking at the one that I just set up. We're in the wrong live. This is the wrong live.
I went to your page.
See, this is the one we did
Uh-huh.
when I set up for StreamYard. This is through YouTube.
And then you go under your page and you're live. That's us right here.
Okay, I'm in the wrong one.
Yeah.
I'm the one that's in the wrong one. Come on, people. Or me.
What we have here is a failure to communicate. Linda Peterson and Bobby Pettit Jean Homestead, River Homestead. Failure to communicate. There's Todd.
Wait a second.
Flashing S. Peterson.
I gotta.
And Bobby Pettit. There we go. I think Brian's with us now.
Okay.
Come over here, buddy, so they can see you. They need to see you. There you are.
Oh, good. The chat's right over my belly.
Nice. Perfect spot. Perfect spot. All right, so we got everybody saying hey and hello to each other, and Todd says hi, Brian in Troy. Take it away.
Hey there, Todd. How you doing? And Kyle Jones is in here. Cool.
Kyle will be here tomorrow. I gotta go pick him up from the airport.
Oh, that's cool. Did you tell some people that you're going to be on tonight here, or
No.
They just found it anyway?
Found it.
They just found it.
I think it's because of your popularity.
Hardly.
Hardly.
I just started getting the the makers in there. But yes, I've had my loyals.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Speaking
from
of
the
which,
homesteading community, there's Lori's Prepping for Heaven, and Linda Peterson, and Johnny Latecraft.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, speaking of woodworkers and other crafters, creators, we have some of your folks that are coming in. Dan Kime. Do you know Dan Kime? From
that's
Elegant Woodcraft.
Yeah, he must be using his personal.
Yep, he's coming in.
Oh yeah, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Sorry, people. I was in the twilight zone today. I tell you, I got so lost getting here.
But he's here now.
And I'm finally settling down a little bit.
And you're here in the new workshop.
Wow. See, I was here last year, same weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't come here. I just visited on the outskirts of his event. But it was all studs through here and old barn looking. Wait until you guys see it.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
It really is. I am excited. I didn't even get a chance to look at anything because I came in here like crazy trying to get this live set up and dog taken care of. And
yeah, you actually helped put up those across there.
At that end, right? At the other side.
On the other side and here.
And over there. That's where the big door was, right?
Nope.
Am I backwards? You didn't have a big door there?
Huh.
Or a door?
Huh. Yeah, we were right up pushing them up in here, anchoring them in.
Old Man King Homestead's in here, and Heather Landstrom. I'll get with it in a second, people. I still haven't felt normal.
Well, you're in the right spot, buddy, if you don't feel normal. Because this is the not normal as it gets.
Troy was probably, what in the world happened to him? He said he's going to be here at 6.
I just kept working. I just kept at it.
You probably, well, when you're working like that, time just goes by. You
I went out,
notice.
Mowed the farm, and did a bunch of
He
other
mowed
stuff.
the back 40, built his barn and everything else just in the time that it took me to drive here. I went looking for Taco Bell or Taco Smell, and on the map it looked like it was really close, but for some reason it took me and I got there and I went to Burger King instead because it didn't even show that there was a Burger
King. Was it right across the street? So you were in Hillsboro? Do you know where you were at?
I tell you, I was in the twilight zone.
We're glad he's here though, that's for sure. Very glad. We've been looking forward to this. He and I both have talked a lot about this upcoming weekend and getting back together. It's always a good time to spend with Brian and just kind of hang out more than anything. That's what's cool about you coming early is that we just get to chill. We get to hang out.
I look forward to having those conversations like we had last time. Who's coming tomorrow? I know you're gonna have some early people.
Bobby Lawless will be here. Kyle Jones, who's in the chat. Jeff Killian, Jeff and Janice will be here. And I think Ben Strickland will be here tomorrow. Daniel Baca.
Awesome.
Yeah, there'll probably be 8 or 10 folks here tomorrow.
Mike making stuff is in here.
Hey, Mike.
I forget what state he says he lives in. And there's a New Image Landscape.
Yep. And then there's Dan Kime, Elegant Woodcraft. He's on being here Saturday.
Yeah. And Joe, you know the one that does the barn quilts on my channel that I've introduced on my channel? He might stop in on Saturday.
Very cool.
Too.
Very cool. Yeah, we anticipate tomorrow or Friday, uh, somewhere around 23 to 25, and then Saturday we're probably going to be in the 35 range.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah, and
And who cares if it rains? Because look
yeah,
at this place.
we're
Nobody needs to be outside.
we're inside, and then all the foragers will be in the other barn, the shed over there, and we'll be able to eat under cover. And yeah, yeah. If you can't keep yourself occupied in these spaces, that's your fault. And there'll be tons of food too.
I'm gonna
So,
find a way to make a birdhouse.
dude, I'm telling you, that's so cool.
It's not a birdhouse type thing.
And I was 5 minutes away from getting my joiner today. The guy bought it right off from underneath me. I was going to be here with an older but new to me joiner. I got the planer.
Well, like I said, there is a method to doing it on the table. So have you ever done it?
Yep.
Oh yeah, cool. That is, wow, that is a yellow wood.
Yeah, that's Osage.
Have you shown this yet at all?
I showed it on my live 2
No,
weeks
that's
ago.
right. That's right. You
Kind of
have it
before, it wasn't fully done, but it was mostly done. But it's about 99% done. For those of you who are wondering, it's a thing called a shave horse, or in the specific style I had done is called a schnitzelbank. Schnitzelbank.
Just a second. I'm gonna try to fix
Which
this.
in German means slicing bench. Slicing bench. Uh-oh.
Well, better than our bellies all hanging.
Yeah.
Better than the bellies hanging out.
Maybe drop it down a little bit, so it's not looking down our noses.
Yeah, they're patient though.
Yeah,
They'll
you
wait
guys
for
are
us.
hanging in there.
They'll wait for us to figure it out. How's that? I'll just have to sit. I feel disconnected from my people.
He's coming back. It's okay.
Okay, are we both in here now?
I think so. Almost. Almost. Here, let me move that. There we go. Is that better?
It'll have to do.
It'll have to do.
It'll have to do.
Old Pecan Homestead. Dan Capasso. Capasso.
Picasso. Okay, where did you come from? What channel or chat did I meet you in? It's always interesting to find out where people came from when they're new in your channel. From you both.
Wonder if that's in response to your question.
Probably. That's cool. Welcome.
Yeah.
Come in and make sure that tomorrow night you watch Bar Run Forge. He's gonna be on.
That's BA.
He'll probably be banging on
line.
some metal. Man, this looks horrible. Let's see. Sometimes you turn the phone sideways and it goes full screen. Well, I think this went straight to the shorts section.
Yeah.
Well, it
sort
should
of.
have, because there'd be a lot of people in here if that was the case. What did I just do? Okay. It's back. James Hall is in here. Thank you for coming in. I hope I get to see you at the Mid-America meetup. I feel like everything's hanging out. This is a hangout.
Yeah. What do they call a hangout stream?
Danny Campuccino was timed out. Somebody didn't like something he said.
Oh.
Somebody. Yeah, that's why we didn't know him, because he shouldn't have been here.
There you go.
He was a troll. Oh, maybe it did go to the live stream. This go to short stream? Is that where? Is there any way of finding that out?
No, I mean, sometimes I'll do that with this. I'll just go from YouTube Studio and it'll go live, but it'll only, like if you're doing it just with your phone, it'll only let you go vertical.
Yeah.
So it fills the whole space. It's just different. Just different, like us.
That's unfortunate that Todd Vaginas couldn't come.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have met him, but
Yeah.
there'll be other opportunities, I'm sure. Did you see some of his stuff? Did you see that pot with the flower? I mean, that's the main thing that I could say.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. But he's got a lot of good stuff.
Yes, it's on the shorts. But we are live, right? We are live.
Well, obviously.
Obviously.
If they're chatting with us, they gotta be live. We gotta be live. I've never done it on the phone. I've never done any of this. I've always done it as you see me in my regular format. So this is weird because the chat goes away.
Yeah, once it scrolls.
I tried to scroll down on it. And, oh, I guess you can.
Yeah, you can.
All right. Did we miss anybody?
I don't think so. If we missed you, tell us we missed you. Lori keeps telling us to turn it sideways, but that we'll see. Yeah, it lets anyone who can watch shorts just pop in. Okay. Yeah, he was struggling. The thing wasn't letting him in on StreamYard.
It's let me set it all up and everything, and I had it scheduled, and for some reason decided it didn't want to let me come into the. It even popped up the page where you can bring yourself up, and there was nowhere for me to click and have myself come up. So I don't know. Old Pecan Homestead. Thanks for coming in.
So there's a debate we fought.
You would have to click the orientation button when you started the live.
Ah.
Yeah, I would have had to have known to do that.
Wait. Yeah, I don't know.
It's okay. We're not.
We're good, man.
We're
good time.
We're lucky we're here.
Yeah.
This live's. Oh well, I don't know. You're probably dead tired, aren't you?
Oh, not any more than usual.
Bobby's in here. Pettigene River Homestead. Yeah. Hey, there's Sherman Family Farm.
How are you, buddy?
That's the problem with doing this. You have to look down, and
Yeah.
we're not interacting with. We're not staring at our peoples.
Hi, peoples.
Or at least the illusion of staring at you. Did I say hi to Rebecca?
That's a good point, Mike.
Mike is making it was on my live last week.
Cool.
In the panel.
Good deal.
We had Dan in the panel last week, and we got what's the other one?
Was Johnny in?
No. Oh, Johnny the with a double N. Well, it was JONNY. No H. No H Johnny.
No H Johnny. That's our guy. And there's Ace. Howdy, chat. So yeah, we'll be here all weekend. It's really kind of crazy because it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's like Mike and Terry were talking about with Empty Homestead with Tin Killer. There's people already showing up. And we have people already showing up. And I know you kind of wanted to be there and wanted to be here all, but you can't be both places.
I don't know how many videos are going to come out of this event, but keep your eye open for it.
Yeah.
What are you going to hashtag it?
Oh, the gathering.
Gathering?
Hashtag the gathering, probably. Yeah.
Sounds like a horror film. The gathering.
Yeah, like certain creatures come out of the woods at the gathering.
Well,
it's quite very possible.
Can you show that chair?
I can. At which they can still.
Or can it walk over here?
Yeah, it might. Tim Burton animated.
Well, you know what? We didn't. Well, we can't show anything. I don't think you should. Anyway, I think you should keep it a surprise. Too.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, there's actually a chair over here. We'll show it in a second, where you can actually win this chair over the weekend. And the rule has been you got to be present to win. However, if you want to buy a ticket, and you want to pay shipping if you win it, you can do that.
Tell me when it's in frame.
There it is, right there. So it is hand forged, hand riveted, all together, and this is cherry on the seat that has been molded and is inset into the chair and connected, but there's nothing. This is all hand forged stuff, and
wow, people!
Wow, and it is comfy. Go sit in it, man. It's comfy.
I am not going to embarrass myself sitting in a little chair.
No, it's amazing. I mean,
when you're your size,
it is.
I feel huge.
Really, really comfy.
That looks big. I mean, that looks small. Here, I'll try it.
Yeah,
I'll try it. I'll entertain you guys.
Please do. Are you not
watching the elephant sit on a little chair?
I think you're gonna be surprised.
Oh yeah. Okay, this is my chair when we're sitting there.
It's surprisingly comfortable for it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is. It's a nice chair.
Yes.
We were talking about how. What did you say? What Burton?
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton.
Yeah.
Looks like it came right out of.
Like it could. Nightmare Before Christmas. Like it could walk.
Before Christmas. That's what I said when you showed that to me online or in social media. I said, "Man, that looks like it could walk right over there."
Yeah, and we've had to sell tickets. We're going to have a raffle Saturday evening for the chair, and we had this thing called the Gathering Bundle. Are you good?
Did it go back?
Almost. A little more. Now you won't be in.
That's okay.
It's your live, man.
No, I'm joking. I'm just trying to, come on, things, scooch down. Why isn't it going down?
It did kind of drift down.
Boy, I'll have to come up with some kind of a way of doing this here. Are we both in here now?
Yeah, we're good.
Come on, people. No, it moved, or I moved.
I don't know.
It wasn't
This
for your
chair's
big armrest.
I know. This
No
chair's
way.
for all this. But yeah, you can still, we sold this thing called the Gathering Bundle. So you got a t-shirt, a raffle ticket, and then you get to choose one of we cut blanks off of the CNC plasma table. So you could get all of that for $40. And you can still get a raffle ticket, but you're going to have to either talk somebody into bringing it to you, or you're going to have to pay for shipping. And I don't know what it would be like to ship that thing somewhere.
Especially if it was a Canada or something.
Yeah. But hey, if you want to take a chance on $10 to win that,
that's when you disassemble it, put it all.
Oh Lord, I'm not ever disassembling that. That's hand riveted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's no mechanical
fastener.
fastener.
Really take a good look at it.
Yeah.
Wow, there's detail that I haven't seen yet. This guy does some amazing work. And for those of you, the makers that are in here, or anybody that have never met or heard of Bar Run Forge, it's B-A. You say it.
B-A-R-R-U-N-F-O-R-G-E.
Yeah, check his channel out. And keep your eye out for the videos that come out of this event. I'm sure it'll entice you to want to come next year if you haven't made plans to come this year.
Lindy Oki asks, Brian, how come your live is vertical? Don't ask. Technical difficulties. Well, we're here.
Because I've never done it on the phone, and that was the only way to let me do it. I was lucky to get that.
We are located in southern Ohio, about an hour east of Cincinnati. Yeah. It would be shipping from an hour east of Cincinnati. Now, I have found out that
Paleto's in here.
who's that?
Paleto.
Yeah.
Paleto Creations.
And it was a pleasure meeting you, Bobby. He was talking about meeting in Arkansas. We got to meet him at Mid America 2 years
Bobby
ago.
as in
Pettit Gene.
Pettit Gene.
Yeah. We got to meet him there, and that was really cool. It was kind of crazy too because there's some people when you go to these things you haven't necessarily seen in person, or some people who don't put out much content, and you don't get to see their face and stuff. And then they come up to you at a meetup, and they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" And you're like, "Hey, you." How's
person?
everybody?
You
Their
person?
pal, buddy, friend. And I feel terrible, but
and then some people that you do know, that you really watch their stuff,
Yeah.
and then you see them for the first time, it feels like they just walked right out of the screen.
It does. It does. And I had to apologize because like first real group of that people I met, I went to David at Come On Homesteading. I went to his place, stayed with him, and then we went over to the 41.36 and met everybody over there. Mike and Terry were over there, and I gotta apologize if you guys are still here. I just like walked straight up to Mike and Terry and just threw a big hug on them. But I'm a hugger, so I didn't want to creep anybody out, but I hug. So like when he walked through the door this evening, we're brothers. We hug. That's what we do.
Yeah. Jeff Killian, was he here already?
Jeff Killian's in here and he has been in here. He had to step out for a second.
I just didn't say hi to you. Hey, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. It's going to be awesome.
Lee and I've been doing this. This is my 6th year. In August, it'll be 6 years that I've been doing blacksmithing. So
and 5 years on the meetups, on the gathering.
Yeah. This is our number 5.
I was at number 3. I kind of was last year.
Yeah, I
Can we count that as
yes,
saying,
absolutely. You're an attendee. You were
I
definitely.
came last year. It was just before and after.
That's right. You opened it up and then you closed it down. That's how that.
I still got my bacon wrapped smoked meatloaf.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be better.
And I can't believe you even had that. I mean, you had enough still to feed the whole family.
I was surprised.
And me.
So this year, the Friday night meal is bacon wrapped, stuffed smoked meatloaf. So it's going to be stuffed with cheese. You know, if you ever had like a Swiss cake roll or a ho-ho, Little Debbie's that have the chocolate roll with the cream filling in it, that's what this is going to be like. Just with meat and cheese.
I'm glad I didn't try to lose any weight before these events because I'm just going to end up rolling to the Mid-America meetup anyway.
I actually have lost some weight, and I'm just like, well, that's going to disappear over this weekend. It's just.
I have lost weight for every single one of these events except for this one. So you guys are going to see some big dude. Some big dude when you see me the next time because I'm at least 20 pounds heavier.
Yeah, well, I hope there'll be some here. Dan, I think Dan, right? Hopefully there'll still be some meatloaf left. So Friday night is the bacon wrapped stuffed smoked meatloaf with a baked potato bar and some really good green beans that my wife makes and some desserts. And then Saturday morning will be the big breakfast with sausage, gravy, and biscuits, eggs, and pancakes with some real Maine maple syrup, like real deal Maine maple syrup. Lunch will probably be us just having a nap at that point. And then Saturday evening is ham and beans, like beans and cornbread, ham and beans with jalapeno cornbread, fried cornmeal mush. It's going to be good. And collard greens and kielbasa with peppers and onions and tons of desserts.
Okay, I'm going to be even bigger when
it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Like if you come away from this weekend hungry, it is totally your fault. I cannot.
Or if you didn't have any fun.
Yeah.
Your fault. Go get a life.
Yeah, we say food fellowship, forging food. Food gets mentioned multiple times as we're doing it.
When in the Okie, I don't know if I said hi to her. I've seen her throughout, and I don't know if I said hi to her or not. So, hi.
Jeff says, better stop and pick up Tums. Why not? Might as well. I mean, I did pick up some hamburgers and hot dogs and some other stuff, but I highly doubt that stuff.
Or a jar of dill pickles. That does the job too. That should be.
Jeff, are you bringing the blue soda? Are you bringing the blue
soda?
Blue birch beer? I still have 2 bottles, I think, left. I still have some left. And it tastes just as bad as it did when you brought it. It's just like Moxie. So every once in a while, I would go to the fridge and I'd be like, you know what? I'm going to grab a Moxie, or I'm going to grab some of that blue birch beer. And then realize why I waited a month to do it. And then another month to do it.
So for some of these people that are new to my channel, that are makers, or others that have not been here, the last time I was here, it was just blacksmithing.
Yes.
Is it not? You don't say blacksmithing, do you?
Yeah, blacksmithing is correct. Okay. That's correct terminology.
You said not to say it one way. I can't remember what it was. Oh. Bad blacksmither.
Yeah, you won't be a blacksmith.
Smithering.
Yeah, it's blacksmithering.
A smithering.
A smithering of, I don't know, whatever.
But at any rate, you know people that I love to do just about anything it's making, and he's set up for it. Oh my God, this is amazing.
And it's not done yet. I mean, it's mostly together. But one of the things we may be doing tomorrow, you see that white pipe sticking down there?
You know what? I really truly am disoriented as to where I am. Was this the back section where you kept your lumber?
No.
Where are we? Where's the door that you were putting in when I was here?
Right over there. The walk-in door? There's a walk-in door right over there.
I don't get it.
He's turning around.
I'm gonna have to check it out. Like I said, I just walked in here, we set up, and I haven't got to look at any of that stuff.
Yeah, he hasn't gotten the full tour yet. But it's definitely a work in progress. The pipe that's sticking down there, some of the other stuff is, I got dust collector, and I'm piping everything in for dust collection. So I don't know if that'll get done before this all goes this weekend. I kind of like to have it done so that when the weekend's over with, there's not a massive pile of sawdust everywhere in here. But you're exactly right, Brian. It's one of those where before it was not just for blacksmiths, but that was pretty much the only thing that got done. It was blacksmithing.
But it goes hand in hand. I mean, you're doing axe handles or axes.
Yeah.
You need handles.
Right.
And that's wood.
Yeah.
You got to do it. And you got to use this shaving horse that he's got here that most of you have not seen yet.
That you'll see over the weekend. You'll see it. Just stay tuned. So
you like to make stuff that looks like it can get up and walk away.
Yeah, it does kind of seem animated a bit, doesn't it? I enjoy like this section that we're in. We refer to it as the green woodworking shop. So it's all for hand tools and primarily using green wood, wood that hasn't been cured down and dried. And then that's half of this part of the wood shop. And then the other half of the wood shop is your conventional woodworking, as you do so much of it. Very, very good job of, by the way. Guy's a really good woodworker. And then you go to the other side.
I never really thought, I mean, some of my projects are wood, but I really do want to be able to make it just any kind of product. Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of
I want to work with resin and plastics and metals and not so much, well, that's close to what kind of metals I would like to work on. More of the bolted together kind of stuff. You saw those video clips that I showed you last night. That was amazing. I need to follow that artist because it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Jeff and Dealin's Handmade Woodworking. Hello. I think Jeff Killian asked a question. How many people you figure on? Just wanted to know if I should pack a lunch. We're probably going to have about 25 or more Friday. And then we'll probably have, my guess is 35 or so, if not more, on Saturday. There'll probably be 10 or 12 here by tomorrow night, would be my guess. So the crowd is growing. We started this as our 5th year, and the first year there were 3 people.
Hey, you got to start somewhere.
That's right. And coming back this year, he missed last year. Our last of the OGs, the first original person to show up for the gathering, Matt Hobbs and his new bride, who have been here before, will be back. They weren't able to come last year, but they're coming back this year. Our other OG that was here, Frank Strock, had passed away this past year from cancer, and we've got a little tribute we're going to make.
I got to meet him.
Yeah, we're going to do a little tribute area for Frank here in the shop.
Is that D-Land? I never really asked or got it straight how to pronounce that. Is it D-Land? I think it is D-Land.
D-Land?
Homemade woodworking. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, Old Path Woodworks.
Old Path, that's Josh.
Okay. He says, D-Land.
D-Land. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Good.
I don't know what I was saying.
Well, you would want to say, well, you can't want to say Dylan because it's not.
No. D-Land. 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 You're right, Jeff. Yeah, congratulate Matt and give your condolences to Gina, his wife. It was an interesting wedding. There was some, I don't know if pictures were put out there or not, but it was a themed wedding, Beauty and the Beast, and Matt and his whole crew were done up in pirate garb, like Pirates of the Caribbean style pirate garb.
Really?
Yeah.
I think they missed the idea then.
It was.
Right? Is it?
It was interesting. And all the girls were in like from Beauty and the Beast gowns and stuff like that.
Maybe there was a deal on pirate costumes.
It could be. It could be. I think most of them already had them though.
My Honey's Homemade is in there.
Hello.
In here. And are you? His name is Steve. Steve, are you going to be still going to the Mid-America meetup? Because that would be awesome. You did suggest that you might do a lathe demonstration. So I would look forward to that if you're going to still do that. It's been a while since we talked about it.
See, I have a little lathe in there, but the motor that came with it was very, very old and kind of dangerous. So I didn't get to set that up. And then I thought I had another motor for it. It didn't work out. So if I can find a little motor, I think what I'm going to do, because it's so old, I'm actually going to turn it into a treadle lathe and bring it in here. Where it's you use the pedal. Create the...
Did Singer... There's a treadle lathe that I've seen. It almost looks like a Singer sewing, the bottom of the Singer sewing.
That's what I'm going to do.
Were they made by the same company?
No, that would have been a fabricated thing that somebody would have taken a Singer sewing machine treadle, which is exactly what I'm going to do with it. And then hopefully... Well,
that's the way they did it.
Yeah.
Back in the olden days.
Yeah, you had that or what they called a pole lathe, which would be from the top and it would move a string back and forth. That was really cool.
See, now it's showing that I'm not cropped, really, and on the phone, it looks pretty cropped.
Oh.
I hope it's that way.
Yeah.
Mike's Stanifer is in here. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. I recognize that name.
Well, Jeff, I hope it's going to be worth it, buddy, missing the big arts festival to be here. Because we would hate to miss you. Because you and Janice are special
Okay,
people.
you tell me about him because I.
Jeff Killian?
Oh no, I thought you were. Yeah, I know Jeff Killian.
Yeah.
He's got tiny tongues.
And he's a big.
Should I tell that story again? I think it's a funny
Go
story.
for it.
I met Jeff Killian at the last time I was here when they were doing the tongs for the project. And I was talking to him, and we got to showing each other pictures of our projects and stuff, and he forgot his tongs and it burned in half. The wrong way. It wasn't. It burned. One side was long and the other side was short, so I kind of pick on him for having tiny tongues. Although I kind of felt like it was my fault that it happened, but I like those tongs. You should bring them so that we can look at them again. I don't think I saw them finished. You paired them together, but I don't think it was riveted.
Oh, okay.
So that's the story on that. Tiny tongues, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm looking in here and I'm thinking the two things I really would like to have in the wood shop would be the lathe, a full-on lathe. Like somebody's got pretty much a brand new lathe and hasn't even set it up yet.
Oh, I was hoping you would show me the lathe. And then I would take it. You know what? I don't know why I am that way. I'll get a tool.
Yeah.
And it'll hang around for a long time. And then once I start using it, boom, I never leave it alone.
Yeah.
Because none of my tools go to waste, but I have a drill press still in the box. I have a lathe that made it out of the box, but it's covered with a blanket so it doesn't get dust on it, so I can do a review with it.
That planer's been in the box for about 7 days, and that's about 6 days too long for me. I'm really just getting ready.
Are you going to do a review on it, or are you going to just...
I think what I'll probably do is not an unboxing review, but use it for a little while and then do my take on it.
This is what I did with the lathe. I showed the box unopened, and then I just popped it out. I just put it up on the shelf or the bench. And there is a video starting it. I just haven't done anything with it.
Yeah, I mean, like I'll do a full video on this thing, but it'll already have been used on the shave horse on the Schnitzel monk. So hopefully that'll be coming soon. We really haven't. If you go to our page, our channel, we haven't done a lot of videos like the blacksmithing videos and stuff like that over the last probably 6 months or so. And part of it is because when Hurricane Helene came through, it took the roof off of our shop, like off.
Sure, make excuse.
And my whole winter has been in here. Everything has been focused in on this,
and it's climate controlled in here, right?
It will be. I've had a heater, a big torpedo heater in here all winter, so I've been able to work in here all winter, and it's insulated. The only area that's not insulated is this wall along here, but it's ready to be insulated. And then we're going to put HVAC split units, so there'll be a unit in here and a unit in the fab shop. So it'll have heat and air conditioning year round. The blacksmith shop already has heat and air, so we can. That was one of my criteria when we went to go do the shop. Is I told Eli, my son that works with me, I said I want to do this year round, and I've got some health issues that wouldn't allow me to just come out here year round and do it. So we're gonna pay the extra. We're gonna do the extra and have climate control.
Well, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for me. Just getting to be here, and I know that I'll be here from time to time. You'll come out in the morning, and I'll be doing birdhouse.
That's fine with me. and really, the goal for the place, and he and I discussed this, is that it be one of these places where everybody just feels comfortable just coming and working, whether it be in the wood shop, greenwood workshop, fab shop, whatever, blacksmithing, and just feel comfortable. Like, hey, it would be okay if I came out for a little bit and worked in the shop or hung out or whatever. And then maybe, who knows, down the line we can host schools, we can host demonstrations and things like that. In addition to the gathering.
Except for that guy that got knocked out of the
Yeah,
he's not welcome.
No. I noticed his 86 seconds are up and he's still not back.
Yeah, well, he was done. Well, I only got 9% on my phone, which is probably perfect. Boy, I don't know. I swear I don't know how I got that lost.
Oh, 86,000 seconds. Okay, I didn't know that.
What is?
Well, it wasn't 86 seconds that he was timed out. He was 86,000 seconds, which is a day. It's just 24 hours.
Seconds.
That's nice.
So, there's also the meetup of Tim Killer meetup, and Johnny and Christine Gillum Farms is the main host to that. I know they have a committee, but I really don't know who's on the committee, to tell you the truth. So I hope you guys all have a great time this weekend. It'd be kind of cool if we could do a live that brings both together.
We might be able to figure that out. Well, if you can get
if Johnny goes live and I go live,
you can jump in on that.
Then they can just be behind us.
Yeah.
Or we can walk around to the people that are at the lives. So, if anybody's interested in that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we really would love to go out to 10 Killer, but and I think next year they said it's going to be changed to the weekend before, which doesn't really help. Because I'm not going to go out to Oklahoma.
Not when you're trying to get
prepared
ready for
this.
a meetup.
Because it does. I mean,
there's a lot of work. It was a lot of work just to get myself packed up to come here and get here. I couldn't imagine.
There's Johnny right there.
Getting it ready. Johnny, did you hear that? What I said? Is that why you popped in? Hey. Did you hear my name? I heard my name. Did I hear my name?
Here you go.
Man, I can screw up. Yeah,
He's
Johnny,
been driving for a while.
Johnny, at some point we should go live
yes.
and bring the two meetups together. That would be kind of cool.
That would be really cool. And we had a great time when we got to go to the Arkansas. Was that the Mid America?
No,
okay.
That was the Blue Mountain Ridge with grass.
Yeah. So
that
we
long
went to
title. I don't remember what it was.
But for us to get away, that was a big deal for us to get out to Arkansas that far and to go do that trip. My wife and I just don't want to take a trip that far away without her either. So we have to try to figure it out. Like I said, I'd love to do all. I'd love to check them all out. But
is there anybody in here we missed, like Reverend Joe Jacobson? I want to say hi to him.
Don't think we did.
Hi.
Just say hi.
I really do thank all of you guys for coming in here. I kind of got a mix of two different communities, and really, you guys kind of go together anyway. Because what do homesteaders do but make everything they do? Everything they have is something that they made or did themselves, and of course, the makers make.
But I will say, I gotta say, we were in Scripture last night in 1 Samuel, and a very sad piece of Scripture happened. The Philistines and the Israelites were fighting. Is that they said that no blacksmiths could be found. It was a terrible day. No blacksmiths could be found. So if the world ever gets to the point where
especially during that time,
yeah. So
blacksmiths were the ones that made our first tools.
That's right. I mean, if you were a woodworker, you had to depend on the smith, the blacksmith, to make your tools for you to do that thing. So if things ever go south, you got to know guys like me and Jeff Killian and people like that, because we can make the tools for you. your hinges on your door, all your everything, your frying pan, your cookware, everything that went through the blacksmith shop, which is why it was so important for armies would go into a town somewhere, and the first thing they do is destroy the blacksmith shop, because if the blacksmith shop wasn't running, you couldn't.
That'll teach you to be valuable.
That's right.
That's terrible.
Johnny has pneumonia.
No, I have pneumonia, but
no
rest for me. Is that the walking pneumonia?
Apparently it is, because he's still doing it.
He's still walking. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, because I know how much you were looking forward to this weekend. That's a bummer. But you'll find a way to make it work. I'm sure.
I feel the same way, Jeff. I don't think there's anything that I do excellent. I really don't.
I really don't.
But I like to do a lot of different things. I mean, my profession is farming and minister. I'm a full-time minister. I don't even think I do that excellent.
Well, if you ever do a project that's really bad, just upload it in 320p.
Yeah, make it look really grainy.
Grainy.
Yeah. 3 hours there, now I'm on steroids and antibiotics. Oh boy. Well, I'm praying for you, brother.
Well, you've got how many days?
Not many.
Well, they want to be there on Thursday. So that's tomorrow. You don't have any days.
No, you got no days.
No days.
So now you got steroids. And of course, around here, it's the season. If you notice, everything is in bloom, and everybody around here just sniffing and hacking and stuff like that. So it's there's about 2 weeks during the year where I'm just nose is running like crazy, and this is the 2 weeks. I'm in it.
That's right, Dan. Just lower the lights and put your film on, or your video on, like, is it 320? I can't remember.
I don't know.
The lowest setting.
Yeah.
120. One big grain.
Yeah, 1 megapixel. 1 big pixel.
Look at it. Oh.
I do. Bland's, Eric and Abigail and one of the boys, I think, is coming Thursday
awesome.
or Friday.
That is awesome. I look forward to seeing.
Yeah, that would definitely be a good meet.
Really well too.
That would be I've been looking forward to that meet for a long time. And Monica won't be here. I don't know. She's made excuses.
Something.
So I'm sure
she's probably blaming it on
one of the kids are sick or something like that.
Had a stubbed toe.
Right.
I can't remember what she said it was.
I don't know. But she did have an excuse this way. Of course, she did have an excuse last time I was in the area, and had all the time in the world, was going to drive 13 hours and then plus an extra 4 to go see him. But she couldn't pull it off. I guess kids were sick or something. You know what? We've almost filled an hour just sitting here.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Goofy.
We made it through it. We got 2 minutes left. Next up is Old Man King Homestead, so you're gonna want to go over there and see what he's got going on. I can't thank anybody for the panel except for you.
Yep.
You're not in panel. You're right here.
Like on the side
He's
of
right
the panel.
here.
I'm in the panel.
I'm so excited to get to have some quality time with Troy.
And Jeff, I have talked with Thomas. He's doing better. He's shoeing horses again and working in the shop, so seems to be doing okay.
So we got 1 minute left. I want to thank everybody in the chat, and I'm sure some of you noticed that I have made you moderators. I did about 10 of them, I think, the other night. So
thank you, James. It'll be a great weekend. I look forward to this weekend all year long, man. This is just so much fun for me. and it's a free event and all that kind of fun stuff. That's how much I enjoy it. We'll never charge for what happens here, and so I just wish people to come and enjoy and hang out, and if necessary, do some stuff.
So, I want to say goodnight to you guys. We'll see you next week on my live. Tomorrow, I want you to go over to his live at, what is it? I keep
6:30 p.m. Eastern
It's
Standard Time.
6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. So, go over and see what he's got going on tomorrow, because we're going to have people here.
There'll be people here.
There will be peoples here.
Yeah, and I probably won't be the only one beating on metal by tomorrow.
Are you going to do it in the same setup?
Yeah.
When are you going to start doing them out here after you put the video out?
Well, we will probably do, the way this is all set up, we put the lighting in and everything. This is more set up for our studio type thing, where if we come out and do live chats, or like we used to do Sundays at 7, where we were doing basically Christian commentary and discussing biblical things. This is where we want to do that. This is specifically what it's set up for. So.
And I'm hoping to do a video with Troy with the shot. Are we going to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. But I won't release mine until after he does his surprise release of his shop himself.
I'll be having a shop tour video. Once that's out, he'll have a tour of Barber and Forge as well. There you go.
So, till next week or tomorrow night, we'll see you again. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.
Oh, how do we close this out?
Tap there.
Oh, just exit?
Yeah.
Does
And
that
it'll
really
say,
do
are
it?
you sure you want to stop streaming? Yeah.
Yes, end.